I just wanted to say, before I begin, that I think it would be wise for you to prepare yourselves, because I fully intend to take you on a journey. Once upon a time, I was a tiny fucker moving into a violent suburb, and I vibed with a tribe raised entirely by mothers, and we claimed that we'd ride and we'd die for each other, and with all of our strength combined, it made us kind of tougher, like some kind of brothers banding together like mind clusters. And when it popped off, we made them cry and suffer. But our demise was kind of a bummer, because most of the guys started dropping like flies at a high number. A couple of good guys died younger, and some turned out to be snakes that ran out of places to hide under. The rest got their lives plundered. Drugs got a grip on their minds until they died in a high slumber. So why am I the sole surviving slugger? Am I some kind of sucker? Why not find another guy to fluster? So many times I wondered why they try so hard, but they couldn't steal my thunder. I was never gonna give up the fight. I was ready to bleed for every single thing I did in my life, and I was never ever handed a win. If I didn't succeed, I had to toughen up and get back in, cause I was never not having to prove I'm a different breed, battered and bruised by the battles I lose, but I was never gonna quit, no matter what they do. And now look, ha ha ha, the joke's on you. Nope. You will have to pardon my candor, but when I first started to rap, I was substandard, and I had a major drawback that I hadn't factored. They told me I was a cracker, that I'm not the right color to be a rapper. They caught me when my show was done and attacked me after, assaulted and slandered. But sulking wasn't the answer, it didn't matter. Instead of letting my dreams get shattered, I spent countless hours improving my craft until it was mastered. Came back and had these jerks put to the pasture. I wasn't searching for stature, but my style stood out like I'm a white, nerdy, old dirty bastard. I was never gonna give up the fight. I was ready to bleed for every single thing I did in my life, and I was never ever handed a win. If I didn't succeed, I had to toughen up and get back in, cause I was never not having to prove I'm a different breed, battered and bruised by the battles I lose, but I was never gonna quit, no matter what they do. And now look, ha ha ha, I'll tone it down a bit. You're probably thinking I'm pouting by the sound of it, but if I hadn't found my wits, I wouldn't amount to shit. So I'm not about to submit till I'm out of it. I'll just keep conquering shit when I encounter it. You can count on it, yeah. Ha 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 ha. That was quite an ambitious introduction. Need a breather after all that. This is a good time to acknowledge how grateful I am to be here tonight, performing at the album release party for the album called Cowards and Kings by the band called A Kid Called Danger. Spoiler alert, the album's incredible. Why wouldn't it be? They're an incredible band. They're a hip-hop band. How fucking cool is that? Yeah, I'm super jealous. I wish I had a band. Matter of fact, many years ago, I actually did have a band. Very briefly, it was very brief. We did one show together. I thought it went good. I improvised a song about anal, the band members' moms were in the audience, and the next day I got kicked out of the band. That is a true story. But the moral is, I did not give up. Just kept fighting to make my dreams come true all by my damn self, which brings me to this next tune. This is a real positive, feel-good song I wrote called Fight, Kill, Die. And I hope it inspires you to do so. I think it might. Sometimes it's you against the world and you gotta man up. You get kicked when you're down and you can't stand up. You wanna throw in the towel, you wanna throw your hands up, but you can't just quit and give in to these rap fucks. You know you gotta, like your life's on the line, even if you gotta better yours than mine. It's time for you to That's right, life's a bitch, and then the world is full of pieces of shit. You better, for whatever you believe, even if you gotta, just to get what you need, succeed, or that's right, life's a bitch, and then you pieces of shit. I've been beat to a pulp, laying pummeled in a puddle, hated, humiliated, and humbled, but I never buckled. I rose up, ready to rumble, had plenty of scuffles and broken knuckles, throwing headbutts until their whole skull crumbles. You gotta kill me to stop me. I don't care about your feelings about me. I've been fighting for so long, it got me filthy and rowdy. I'm a motherfucking warrior poet, all tortured and stoic, but sometimes I'm such a dork and I blow it, and so I gotta change course and refocus. Show you fuckers I'm a force to be noticed, and I can be more ferocious than any opposition. Wishing I folded, I get wicked devoted to hit whatever the goal is. I'll show you what the living definition of bold is. Trying to resist, my persistence is hopeless. I'm betting on winning this even if they wanna throw fists. You better, like your life's on the line, even if you gotta, better yours than mine. It's time for you to, that's right, life's a bitch, and then the world is full of pieces of shit. You better, for whatever you believe, even if you gotta, just to get what you need, succeed, or that's right, life's a bitch, and then the world is full of pieces of shit. Classic DooWiTTle ending to that song. Which reminds me, all the time, they say, DooWiTTle, how do you think of this shit, man? How do you come up with it? Where does it come from? How do you come up with these songs? You know what I tell them? I tell them the truth. I tell them it's like pooping. You can't force it. Otherwise, it will just come out terrible. You just gotta let it come to you or come out of you. I don't know where I'm going with this. Oh yeah, the point was how awesome I am, duh. I hope you appreciate it, because it's not easy cramming all of this awesomeness into one character, you understand? It's a lot of pressure being this awesome, a lot of pressure. Fortunately, my grandfather always told me, he said, you could see a person's true character when you see them under pressure. And I believe that. And that's why to this day, before I decide to have sex with any woman, I shoot her with a pressure washer. Some of them need it. You know, I'm getting the feeling you forgot about me. Fortunately, I've come here tonight to remind ya who the fuck I am. Just another boy from hell with a story to tell. Weed smoke fucking up my respiratory, oh well. I got thoughts to suppress that's causing stress. Lots of flaws and regrets. I'm a mess, and I don't expect you to feel this, cause nowadays everybody's soft. I don't know what the deal is. I'm from a different time, and I'm a different kind, and I can't stand all that whack shit y'all get behind. You might catch me at war soon, or giving big dick to some bitch in her dorm room. Try and make an enemy out of me, you're doomed. I'll die for my honor. No case, no courtroom. I said it all. I get crossed and I set it off. Sometimes I'm not even alive inside. I'm either dead or lost. I never floss just in case of a battle, and I go straight to the boss to make an example, cause I'm a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, yeah, I'm a force to be reckoned with. So say what? Say who's a force to be reckoned with? Say what's up if you's a force to be reckoned with. I know most of you wouldn't bring the noise if you could. I'm from the burbs and I'll beat the fucking shit out some boys in the hood. It's like I ain't got a choice to be good. I'm a bad man, probably need a good shrink and a CAT scan, but I think I have a master plan. I step to the plate expecting I'm landing a grand slam, and demonstrate the man in command. Separate the fakes from the greats who take fate in their damn hands and got to act on it. Bring it all and don't hold back on it, instead of just stalling and trash talking. Keep aiming to kick ass often while there's ass to be kicked. That's the life hack, so grasp that shit. Let it sink into your cranium, stick into your thoughts and mutating them, improving upon them and upgrading them. You get the sense that I'm making some. Eliminate that weak dick shit and think maybe I'm a fucking force to be reckoned with. Okay. Thank you. Now, you may have noticed there's quite a bit of violence in my material, but I know you guys don't mind at all. You know why? Because this is Syracuse, and Syracuse is a violent place. I don't need to tell you that. Syracuse is so violent that if you have a party and nobody gets shot or stabbed, was it even a party? Small gathering, really. Syracuse is so violent that if you've never been to the mall during a mall shooting, that's because you've never been to the mall. Better yet, Syracuse is so violent that our murder rate only decreases when there's a goddamn blizzard outside. That's right, our weather conditions are so rough, they even got killers like, man, I might have to kill that motherfucker tomorrow. It's too goddamn cold. And even murderers get a snow day in Syracuse. It's rough out here. But in all seriousness, from the bottom of my heart, I fucking love this place, I really do. It's only a place like this that can fuel me with the right amount of anger and danger and that, that post-apocalyptic mindset, all the necessary ingredients for cooking up these hardcore rap shows for you. So for that, I am grateful. I thank you, Syracuse, from the bottom of my heart. You made me whatever the fuck I am. Seriously. Now, if you don't know my goddamn name by now, then you just haven't been paying attention. And I'm afraid I'm gonna have to spell it out for you. So, listen. It goes D to the DooWiTTle, and I'm back with a vengeance. Can't you tell by my dramatic entrance? You haven't reckoned with my badass presence in quite a spell, and forgot how well I craft a sentence. I got a way about me, vain and rowdy, and I'll straight up bring the pain to all the haters that doubt me. These flames you praise are plain old lousy, we're not the same. I'll make you proclaim you're lame while you hang off the balcony. Then I'll drop you like a bad habit. You got a problem? Let's have at it. You want your ass kicked? Fantastic. I'll bring the havoc like there's no hope left, and fuck shit up when I get in the zone like I'm tone deaf. I got my coat in the holster like the Old West, but I'd rather just beat you to death with my own flesh. No question, I'm grotesque. I'm motherfucking savage, and I'll feed your bitch ass a knuckle sandwich. You hear me, kiddo? I persevere in this shit show. You're out here bitching while I'm winning like I hit gold. You gotta be from upstate New York to get this cold. You feel me? You're acting hard, but you're soft, really. You never had to run with the wolves and get your fucking paws filthy. Sometimes I wanna just break somebody. I wanna bang my own head against your face till it's bloody, and just think of that, gave me a chubby. What? I'm all kinds of fucked up. I got issues for days, but at the same time, my mind is quick to produce a phrase that'll hit you with the truth and get you phased. So open wide. I'm coming in hot as a molten tide, and all that trash these other rappers have spoken is nullified. The universe said, I can't quit, that's just bad business. So I've returned at last, and I'm back, bitches. All right, guys, you gotta tune it down. You gotta stop all this cheering nonsense, seriously. These shows, guys, listen, these shows that I prepare are timed to the second, okay? All this cheering you're doing, you're just interrupting whatever I have planned next, okay? Stop being so selfish. Booing, however, is very much welcomed, because that, there you go, you did me. Give me some more, give me some more. Jesus, okay, bring it down. Damn, I appreciate what you did for me, but you took it too far, and you gave me a boner. You gotta be more responsible, guys, seriously. You gotta be responsible. It's like I have no shame, the way I fucking act. I have no chill, I can't sit still. I can't be tamed, I can't just relax. I got a lot of pain, but I keep it under wraps. I'm self-medicated. When I was low, I elevated. But now my whole life I felt wasted, stuck in this hell with no help escaping. That's why your criticism can't outweigh my self-hatred. Yeah, I'm quite cynical, better yet, downright miserable, over-analytical. I try, but it's difficult. That's why when I'm bothered by a certain individual, I wanna throw my fist into their thick skull. Violence is a problem, but I'm working on it, trying to fucking deal with some jerk without putting a hurting on him. But preferably, I'd rather do the murder option. I mean, if I'm being honest, I've been around a while and I made a large list of enemies and lovers like a straight narcissist. I burn more bridges than an arsonist. I guess starting mischief is just hard to resist. I'm just a part of this heartless free market fucking tar pit where you can eat shit for your hardship, and when it's all over, watch the vultures come and eat off your carcass. You see, all I see is darkness. This is my catharsis. Witness how I harvest the harshest art to be armed with, and regardless, I'm bombarded haunted by self-doubt, thinking I'm garbage, and think of all the harm it did. I got this voice inside, and he's telling me I suck. He says I'm not shit, and nobody gives a fuck. And I had to give a name to this guy in my head, so I decided to call him Simon Says. Simon Says.
And where do you live, Simon?
I live in the weak and the wounded.
I told you so. I told you it was gonna get weird. Now, if you haven't figured it out yet, my music is the soundtrack to the apocalypse. And if you're wondering, when is the apocalypse? Well, it's funny you should ask. Listen here, you little motherfuckers, this is the joint that you rock to the apocalypse. Trying to have some fun or else, what is the point? You better fuck shit up till everyone is destroyed. You hear me, boys? You gonna plead or bleed. You got a thirst to quench and a need to feed. So murder enemies and eat them, cause meat is meat. We gotta chainsaw these peasants up proper, wrecking shit with whichever weapon that we can conjure. You either kill or be conquered, your feelings are squandered. Come and get your fill of blood spill and move onward. Fucking trucking through the murky muck, hunting something, probably some scum sucking dumb schmuck that would have done us in if we didn't one up him. So what's my moral, are you wondering? Hey bastards, hey, I got a question, yeah, I gotta ask ya. Tell me, when you gonna be ready for the apocalypse? 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 Yeah, I hope you're all ready. I'm gonna damn sure be ready. I'm looking forward to it. Lastly, I just want to say, guys, that thank you for putting up with me. I really appreciate your time. All right, I hope you all have a great night, but better yet, I hope you all have amazing lives. How's that? Yeah, and note that I said lives and not wives, because that would be impossible. Thank you very much.